Do you have any competitors in your space that you look at?
And I love competition.
Tell me about it.
We have some nice competition and we have some mean competition. We try to play as fair as possible. And
what does that mean to play fair?
Play fair.
How do you play fair in business?
Play fair. You help when somebody needs help. My grandfather, there are a few carriers in town who are really big, who will tell, I've been at different conventions, and they'll stop me and be like, if it weren't for your grandfather, I would never be where I am today. So I think being friendly and helping those who have your back, ultimately, I think that's key. But there are some people who play dirty. I mean, it's just like anything else. It's, people like to say bad things. They like to spread rumors. I mean, it is with as it is with anything else.
Yeah.
And just realizing if you do it right and you know who you are, right? If you know who you are and you're trying to do the best that you can do, that'll win every time.
Yeah. What's the worst thing that's ever been said about your company?
Oh, there's been a shit ton. I don't want to say.
You're good.
Yeah.
You're good. We are here live at OTR Solutions HQ. I'm here with my partner, Jonathan. Man, listen, factoring is an integral part of the transportation industry. Why is factoring important?
Absolutely, Rahmel. In this economy, in this market, cash flow is king. Cash flow is the key to growth. If you have a young trucking company, or if you've been in the industry for years and you want to take that business to the next level, we're absolutely a company that can help. So I hope you'll give us a call today. Let us know what we can do to help you out.
Get the rest and roll with the best. Let's go.
Yeah, there's lots of things. I mean, we've had other carriers call in on us and say that we're running rogue permits. We've had, stuff we're selling, or we're going out of business, or we're filing bankruptcy. I mean, I've heard it all. And that, one of your things that I think you wanted to talk about at some point was the social media. It's I can control our image. I can control our message with social media. All these things that go around so quickly and spread, it's like that telephone game where you put one thing up and then it goes to the next person, goes to the next person. By the time it's to the last person, it's absolutely not what you said the first time.
That's right.
So it's hear it from me, hear it from the horse's mouth. I'm going to tell you what's up.
Yeah. And let's talk about that. I know you're very active on social media, trucking with Jessica.
Yeah.
Right. When did you get that started, and what was you just kind of spoke to it a little bit.
Yeah.
That was one of the reasons, right? But tell me why you started to get active on social media and start dropping gems and educating and kind of, encouraging people, because you could be one of the reasons why people are getting into this industry, right?
I don't think with my following I'm having that great of an impact. I think you might be the reason I'm on social media.
Touche.
Yeah, I saw Truck and Hustle. I'm like, you know what? If he's got that many followers,
we gotta stop this guy.
Come on. Yeah.
But talk to me. What made you get into the social media space? Why is that important?
I have several reasons. The first being, who isn't on social media?
True.
Right? The second reason would be I can control my message and I can control the image of Palletized in a way you hear it from me. This is what's up. This is what's going on in our business. This is what's important to us. This is how I can educate you. The third would be, and I said this before, people aren't staying in the same job. People are moving from this freight forwarder to this freight forwarder. But I'm going to tell you one thing that's consistent with every single one of those 20 or 30-year-olds, their social media account, right? They are going to be on it whether we like it or not. So if I can be in front of them and show them maybe the fun side of me, the hopefully the cool side of me, but also educate and inform them about who we are, then I will 100% do that. And then I think the other thing is our competition's doing it. And people are recruiting our drivers off of it. And it's just an entire space that we're never going to get away from. So if you can't beat them, what do? You got to join them. You got to be better than them. Yes. That's for sure. So that's what we're doing.
And now a quick payroll Q&A segment by our sponsor, Roll by ADP. So we're here with Jessica King from Palletized Trucking, and we're going to talk about payroll and your employees a little bit.
Let's do it.
All right. As you know, small businesses are the lifeblood of the U.S. economy and account for 99.7% of all employers. As small businesses continue to scale, their impact strengthens as they hire and build more connections within the community. How did you educate yourself about the different employee types that you need to scale your business?
Whew. A lot of school, a lot of college, and then actually getting in the middle of the business and then taking classes. Like, you don't realize all of that stuff that's going on until you can read what you want in a book, but actually putting it into real life. So, and then going back and learning more about it. So
Applied knowledge.
Yeah.
Right.
Applied knowledge. Oh, that's a good one.
What features would help you smooth out the process of onboarding employees to payroll?
Ooh, workflows. If there was like a workflow that said, hey, your employee's in this stage, and working you through all stages and everything that needs to happen in each stage, and like making sure that there's like checklists and things that make sure that the people that are hiring feel comfortable and the people that are being hired are comfortable and they know where they're at in the stage.
Well, Teenage Fam, if you know how to send a text, you know how to run payroll. As Jessica said, having a solution that can easily walk you and your employees through payroll submissions with ease is essential. Roll by ADP is your very own payroll assistant. Roll learns the ins and outs of your business to manage payroll effortlessly so you can put your focus where you want it. As a payroll app, Roll provides payday alerts, timeline to-dos, and AI-driven error checks. Roll has your back. And Truck and Hustle listeners get their first 3 months free. And after that, pay only $24 a month plus $5 each employee. Visit rollbyadp.com/truck and hustle. Speaking of drivers, and people poaching drivers and so forth, what are you guys doing to incentivize your drivers to keep them around, to retain you guys? What are you thinking about? If you're not doing it now, what are you going to do in the future?
Right.
Tell me about that.
Can't give you all my secrets.
You can't, but you can give me a few.
No, I think making them feel like they're people. Like, we got into a situation, I don't want to air my dirty laundry out here, but like 2020 pandemic. We had to shut the doors. We put up all these glass things, these glass partitions. Like, it was night and day to how we normally operated. And our driver's feedback was, you're making me feel like I don't matter. You're making me feel like I'm a number. I'm a stepchild, whatever you want to call it. You're making me feel like I don't matter. So it was like, oh shit. That's not who we are. That's not what the environment that we want to create. But at the same time, we have to make sure our people feel safe.
This is for COVID.
Yes,
right?
for COVID.
Okay.
But even then, it's like, did we go too far with that to make our drivers not feel wanted? So that as an example, but making our drivers feel like they matter. All of my drivers, every single one of them, have my cell phone number. When I go through orientation, I do not miss an orientation in here. If I do, it's for very good reason. I sit with our drivers. I talk to them about our history. And before I leave that room, their cell phone number is plugged into my phone and my cell phone number is plugged into theirs. So letting them know they have an outlet in me, not just their manager or whoever else they know here, they can talk to me about what's going on. And I don't think you can get that very many places. The other thing is just making sure your freight volumes stay where they need to be to feed them. If you can't feed them, then they're going to go somewhere else.
That's right.
And why wouldn't they? And I tell anybody that comes through orientation, I might not be your cup of tea. Palletized might not be your cup of tea. We're going to go through hard times. We're not going to be perfect, but I guarantee you, we love you here and we're going to do everything we can to support you. But if we're not your cup of tea, I will support you going somewhere else. I want you to be happy. I want you to be successful. That's what life's about. And I will wish them well and be a reference, whatever I need to do to help them.
Yeah. How's your driver turnover been?
I would say our driver turnover overall was probably one of the lowest in the industry. You look at numbers 95, 99%. At one time, ours was sitting below 20%. That is not the case anymore, just because you see a younger crowd. The older guys, the drivers that are veterans, professional drivers, they're exiting. They're hanging it up. They're retiring. So I think that changes the narrative a little bit. And I'm not here to say people my age or your age aren't loyal, but it's what's the next best thing? Where can I go next?
That's right.
And that's okay.
It's social media too, because you see so many opportunities.
Oh yeah,
right?
absolutely. Yeah.
So
it has a lot to do with it.
What is your driver hiring criteria like in terms of MVR? Do you what's your specific like?
Strict, really strict.
I thought it would be.
Yeah, ours is probably more strict than most. And, my safety and HR team have come to me a couple times and said, hey, can we lower the age requirement? Can we lower the number of years of experience? Can we do different things to get more drivers in here? The answer is no.
Yeah.
No, we are built on a culture of safety, and we are going to screen our drivers to be the best that they can be. And no offense to young drivers, but 25, you have to be age 25 here.
3 years.
Yeah, 3 years.
No accidents.
Like kind experience. You need the experience in which you are applying. So if you're a flatbed driver, but you're applying to do intermodal, that's not going to work here.
Yeah.
We need experienced drivers that are ready to do the job when the job is given to them.
Making sure that your compliance is on point is an integral part of any trucking related business. Today, I stopped by my friends over at FLEETDRIVE 360 to talk about what they're building to make sure that you can run a successful trucking company.
And it's everything from the minute you decide you want to hire somebody through maintaining all of your FMCSA compliance documents for ongoing fleet or owner-operator truck business. You've got a driver hiring and recruiting module where you'll create driver qualification files, import digital documents. You've got a drug and alcohol module where you can schedule pre-employment drug tests and manage an ongoing testing pool. We've got an accident registry so you can keep your mandated accident logs and even schedule follow-up drug testing for post-crash. We've got vehicle maintenance logs so you can not only maintain the compliance status of your vehicles, but also upload your work orders and compliance related documents so you're audit ready when they come in. We've got a document repository, fancy words for digital cloud storage of any document that you want, not just necessarily the compliance documents, anything related to your business, post-crash videos, performance evaluations. And then finally, you've got the dashboard. And the dashboard's the most important part. You can close your eyes and glance at our dashboard, open them, glance at the dashboard, and immediately know whether or not you're compliant or not, both on a driver, company, and vehicle level.
It's one-stop shop for all your compliance needs.
Here we are again, making a decision that's impacting people's lives, and you don't ever want to do that. You don't want to impact them in a negative way. You want it to be on the up and up.
If you twisted, confused, or stuck about trucks, don't be dumb. This is the place to come. Truck and hustle. Let's go. If you twisted, confused, or stuck about trucks, don't be dumb. This is the place to come. Truck and hustle. Let's go.